Hi, this is Alex from devstories.eu. Databricks, episode 14 of 15. You have 10,000 raw customer support logs sitting in a database table, and the business needs them summarized and categorized by sentiment by the end of the day. Normally, extracting this kind of insight requires a complex Python pipeline, careful management of API keys, and custom batching logic to feed the text into a large language model. What if you could execute that entire workload using a basic database command? That is the exact problem solved by AI functions, which embed LLMs directly into your SQL queries. AI functions bridge the gap between state-of-the-art generative AI and everyday data analytics. They take a capability that usually requires specialized machine learning engineering and hand it to anyone who can write SQL. Instead of building separate infrastructure to extract data, send it to a model, and write the predictions back, AI functions bring the model directly to where the data already lives. The primary tool for this is a built-in command called AI query. You use it exactly like a standard text processing function within a select statement. You provide the name of the model endpoint you want to use, and then you provide the prompt. Returning to those 10,000 support logs, your workflow becomes trivial. You write a query selecting your customer ID and log text. Then you add a new column using the AI query function. Your prompt tells the model to read the text, extract the main complaint, and determine if the sentiment is positive, neutral, or negative. You pass the column containing your raw log text into that prompt. When you run the query, the database engine automatically distributes this request. It processes every single row through the specified large language model. The model evaluates the text and returns the summary and sentiment. Because this all happens in SQL, the output arrives as standard, structured columns. You can immediately filter the results to show only negative sentiment, join those results with a customer billing table, and aggregate the data to find out which product is causing the most frustration. Here is the key insight. You might assume that giving data analysts access to large language models means distributing sensitive API keys across your entire organization. It does not. AI functions are tightly integrated with Databricks model serving. The actual connections to external models or self-hosted open-source models are configured by administrators at the platform level. The data analyst never sees an API key, a token, or a secret. They only reference the pre-configured endpoint name in their query. The entire operation remains completely secure. Every query is logged, and all access controls applied to the data and the models are strictly enforced by the platform governance framework. By removing the infrastructure friction and the credential management, you change the nature of data exploration. You transform complex, unstructured text analysis into a simple filtering operation, instantly upgrading the analytical power of your entire team. Thanks for listening. Take care, everyone.